What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to give you a bit of a pup date. This is Poppy. I have a video on my channel introducing her when we first got her and she was a couple of weeks old. Poppy's about 4.5 months now. She turns 5 months at the end of this month. So I just wanted to come on here and give you a few updates about how it's been with my other dog, who's also a bulldog, the milestones that she's reached, things that we're having trouble with, tips and tricks on potty training, and how we got her to where she is now. She is such a lovable, sweet, amazing dog, and she's completely different to our other bulldogs. So if you want to see this pup date, then keep on watching. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay guys, first I gotta show you this tummy. She's gotten so big, it makes me so sad. Oh my god, look at that big tummy. Oh my god, showing everybody your crazies. Okay, so Poppy, where do I even start? She is from the same breeder as our other bulldog, Chopper. I'll try and insert some video clips of him. He's at school today playing with the big dogs. That is one thing that I'll say about bulldogs is they play tough. So she's just a little bit too small to play tough with Chopper right now. You can see in her size, she has gained so much weight. She was about 5 kgs when we got her and she's 12.2 the last time I weighed her. She must be at least 13 kgs now. And she is on a mix between dry dog food, the Royal Canin Bulldog, and raw food. We're going to transition her full onto raw because that's what our other dog's on. It just makes it easier. But she does get like a little puppy supplement as well. At the moment, we are still feeding her 3 times a day. Up until 6 months, they say, and then she'll start getting twice a day. If you're curious about raw food, you need to be feeding a puppy up to 3 to 4% of their body weight in food. I know that sounds like a lot, but when they're growing, they eat a lot more, and puppies eat a lot more, and then it levels off after around the 7-month mark. Just the same as you would see on the back of a dry food, but it just has a lot more benefits. And like I said, we are already feeding our other bulldog raw, so it's just easier that way. But we did start her off on the dry food, and she has gotten so chunky on the dry food. Like, look at Dante's Rose. So that is what we are feeding her at the moment. First things first is when we brought her home, she immediately cried the first couple of nights. She obviously was away from her family and things like that, but luckily we had Chopper with us to keep her a lot more company. In terms of potty training, I kept a schedule, a pretty strict schedule, and we took her out every 20 minutes and I would make a note if she peed, if she pooped. She peed about every 20 to 25 minutes, and I'm not gonna say there were not accidents in our house. She made quite a few accidents in our house, mainly because it's a new place. Sometimes she just would wake up in the middle of the night and just need to go immediately. That is how a puppy is. You've got to take them out, like I said, every 20 minutes, praise them, make a big fuss when they've done a good job, and even maybe give them a treat. But those through the night stretches are normally when you wake up and you find an accident in the house. But she got out of that relatively quickly. You've just really got to keep a good routine, and when they do make an accident, don't spank them. You've just got to take them, if you catch them in the act, take them immediately outside where you want them to use the bathroom. And when you do clean up, try not let them see you cleaning it up. It gives like attention, so they can't tell the difference between good attention and bad attention. That's why I was saying like don't spank, it's just not necessary. When you do clean up, try and use like a vinegar or something to really try and get rid of that smell, because if they find a scent, they'll just keep going back to that scent. Puppos, you just gotta show everybody your sweet face. So that was the potty training. That was a little bit frustrating. Just have a lot of patience. I forgot how long and how regimented you need to be with the potty training. You kind of forget that kind of stuff. With Chopper, we were so lucky. He caught on very quickly, and she has too. But we did roll up our rug for a while. I just didn't want to risk having to get it professionally cleaned, and it saves you a lot of aggravation when they do make an accident in the house. But we're definitely out of the woods with that now, and I really attribute that to giving her a schedule and actually giving her treats. Okay, so that is the potty training. That took a while. In terms of obedience, other types of obedience, she learned to sit, she learned to stay, She's learned to leave it. She's learned to shake, and she knows how to lay down. That's pretty much the gist of like all we really need her to do. I was really eager in the beginning with our first Bulldog and tried teaching her to roll over and things, and it's just kind of not something that he's interested in, the Bulldog. And Poppy's also not really interested, and she does everything exactly that I need her to do. I do have a video that I just made teaching what I use to teach Poppy to sit, shake, and lay down. If you want to see that, I'll link it above for you guys. Like I said, she just needed 10 minutes every single day to learn those simple obedience, that training. In terms of socializing, I wanted to make sure that she socialized as much as possible, and that was really difficult because we were in a 21-day lockdown, which has extended to like, I think we're on day like 70 now. But luckily we do live in an apartment complex, and we would take them out to the outside area, and there's two other Bulldogs that live above us. So between Chopper, her brother, the two other Bulldogs, and there was two other dogs that live in this apartment complex as well. They would all play around, and she really learned to socialize. We also didn't take her too soon from her parents, so she learned all that play biting and things through her litter. With Chopper as well, he's really good. I mean, they are half siblings. They share the same dad. They play really nicely together, but also Chopper's like over 30 kgs, so a lot of times he'll just take her completely out, and they play a little bit too tough, so sometimes I need to separate them. So for example, for instance, for today, it's raining outside. I know my other dog needs a lot more exercise than she does because she's under 6 months. She's not supposed to be going on long walks and things like that anyway. So I've sent Chopper to school to play with the big boys because he loves to play with the Great Danes, like labs, you name it. They need like a dog of the same strength of them. So if you're considering getting a Bulldog, just keep that in mind, that they're gonna want to play tough and rough. In terms of her personality, it is completely different to Chopper. She, like you see right now, she needs to be near you. She needs to be touching you like always. If you sit on the couch, you are finished. She's going to lay right up on your chest, and I love it. I really do. I love it. But it's completely different to our other Bulldog, where he just wants to be near you. He doesn't want to be touched. As soon as you touch him and give him attention, he'll like jump off the couch. He just wants to protect, and he's super proud of that. This one, she needs the love. She needs the touches. She's a girly girl, like super sensitive and sassy. Chopper, our other Bulldog, he will sit at the door in complete silence. He will never let you know that he needs to go out. He will just hold it till the end of his days. He'll never whimper or anything. She's very vocal. She will bark, she will growl, she'll sass, she'll cry. It's just crazy that they share the same parent, one parent, and they're two completely different dogs. So one Bulldog, just because you have one doesn't mean that they're both gonna act the same way. She lets you know when she needs to go out, when she's had enough, when she's irritated, she growls, she's just a sassy one. In terms of toys and things like that, we've found that she gets very possessive over toys. I'm thinking it's because she is a girl dog and she is the alpha, and she's definitely showing that she wants to be the dominant one in the house compared to Chopper, who is so chilled and laid back. She chews on all of his secondhand toys, so don't throw out your toys. Don't go and get him new toys. They are fine with all the old ones. In terms of chewing, Chopper, we had a huge problem with him chewing big time. I thought our whole foundation of our house was going to come down. She is not a chewer. She likes to chew on toys, but also she has Chopper to keep her company, but she doesn't chew on wood or things that she's not supposed to chew on, if that makes sense. She is very happy if you give her a little toy to chew on that, but then she won't just go crazy like Chopper will. She'll just chew for a little bit and then she's over it. So in terms of sleep as well, she's actually asleep right now. She's sleeping like 18 hours a day. It is crazy. She's still needing a lot of rest. We're trying not to over exercise her, which is a little bit difficult because Chopper needs the exercise. So normally what we'll do is we'll walk her up the block to a little grass patch to be able to go relieve herself, and then we'll bring her back inside and then just continue on with Chopper. But on the days when it's just one of us, normally I'll just leave her at home and then just take her out just into the apartment complex, just because it's really important not to over walk or exercise your puppy before their bones have, you know, like fully surged, if that makes sense. It can cause like a little bit of damage, so we're just trying to do everything that we did with Chopper, and he turned out, in my opinion, perfect. In terms of digestion and allergies and things like that, the typical Bulldog stuff that you see, she has a little bit of a running nose at the moment, but she has no cough. When we spoke to the vet, they said it's probably an allergy, and we are transitioning her off of her dry food at the moment, and this is kind of around the age when Chopper also started developing a food allergy, so we're trying to transition her fully onto raw. I'll try and keep you guys updated on that. And also, we just changed our detergent. I mean, you just never know with a Bulldog. It could be anything. Her digestion is really good. She has no smelly gas, thank goodness. The smelly gas was coming from her dry food, but now, like I said, that she's more on the raw food, she is much happier. Aren't you, baby girl? You're so much happier. Yeah, we haven't really had any big problems yet. I went to the vet just for her last kennel cough update. So she is fully vaccinated plus kennel cough. And if you're unfamiliar with kennel cough vaccination, it just allows her to be able to go and play with other dogs at play schools and things when I'm at work. So it also is like a great thing to take your dog to play school to socialize, and on rainy days it's a great thing to also take your dogs to. So she's fully ready to go. She's just a little bit small, so I think we're gonna wait until 6 months until she's feeding twice a day, so they don't have to worry about like that lunchtime break and things like that. But so I think that's everything, guys, for her little pup date. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. She's just the biggest, fattest lump. I mean, look at all this skin. It's just ridiculous. And if you're curious about Bulldogs, I do have a video about owning 2 Bulldogs. Alright guys, I think that's it for our little pup date on Poppy. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to answer them for you guys. And if you guys want to see more Bulldog related or dog related videos, also leave those requests in the comment section down below. I'll make sure to get to them for you guys. I know a lot of people are very curious because they're very special little animals. They are not just dogs, they're big parts of the family. Show everybody your face. Gonna say goodbye now. It's time for her lunch, so I'm gonna go ahead and feed her lunch. But I appreciate you guys coming back to the channel, checking up on Pop. Give it a big thumbs up. She was so good and well behaved for the video. Thank you guys again. Be kind to one another, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.